Jeremy Rosenthal joining us, the founder of TexasDefenseFirm.com, getting us an update here on the latest with Stormy Daniels. Boy, I bet this is really a highlight of your career, Jeremy.
Man, talking to you guys, it's the highlight of my day, that's for sure.
Yay.
Well, we got to go for something there, I guess. Well, Stormy was on the stand the other day, gave a lot of details that people said it's a little TMI there. Is this helping or hurting the prosecution case against Donald Trump?
So I guess the executives in New York in this trial they saw the ratings kind of slumping, right? And they were like, maybe I know what'll juice this up. Some good old fashioned red-blooded American sex. That's what's going to get everybody past all these bankers and accountants and all that stuff. The prosecution would tell you that, well, this is what was trying to be covered up. And I'll tell you this much. I don't know that this is getting the prosecutor anywhere, but I think that this is probably going to be some of the most emotional parts of this trial. And I think that the jury is watching Donald Trump as much or more than they're watching Stormy Daniels. They want to know how he reacts to a lot of this fire and brimstone, if you will.
All right, Jeremy, hang on, because the next big question is, how should he react? But we got to check on traffic and weather on the ones, rather. All right, Jeremy, we've all been waiting. We want to know, how should he react to listening to this kind of testimony?
If I'm Donald Trump's lawyers and I know that this is coming, and I think they all did, I'm sitting him down and I'm telling him we are going to be like the Fonzie, right? You remember Pulp Fiction, and what's the Fonzie? The Fonzie is cool, right? That we're going to be cool. We're not going to make faces. We're not going to react. We are going to act and tune this out the best that we can. And we're going to pretend like nothing is phasing us, and we're going to have ice in our veins, because the jury is going to be watching him very intently to see all of those things. It sounds like, from what I've read, so I guess there's really not a direct line of sight from the witness stand to where he's sitting, which is a little awkward, and some courtrooms are just kind of built that way. But he's been watching her testimony on a monitor. The judge did have to, on his own, stop some of her testimony and said, no, that's a little too much. But when the jury left the room, he told Todd Blanche, Trump's lawyer, hey, I can hear some muttering over there, and I can hear some talking under the breath, and I see some head shaking. Can we quit that? So this is hard stuff to take. It really is. And again, even though this is not the type of testimony that's going to move the football, if you will, on the facts of the case, it really is one of those crucial emotional moments of a trial.
Yeah, I'll tell you what's going to happen with the Stormy Daniels part of it. This whole thing is going to end with a well-hung jury.
Wow. Okay. I can't.
Let's see you put that on another radio station.
Yeah, let's see somebody else come up with that. All right. Yeah.
You're cutting out. I can't hear you.
Yeah. Jeremy, can you hear us?
Testing.
Oh my God. So anyway, moving forward, so what can we expect today?
She was on the stand on Tuesday. They took a day-long break today. She's coming back. I always hate it when a witness is on the stand overnight. It lets the parties kind of sharpen their knives and dig in. And the witness always comes back and says, oh, I forgot to say this and I forgot to say that. And then the other side, again, can go on the attack a little more. So I would expect, I don't think it would be out of line to see some fireworks today, some more fireworks with her. Trump got some good concessions out of her. She says, I hate the man. I want the man to go to jail. I've got a $500,000 judgment I owe the man, and I'm never going to pay it because I don't like him. So that's good stuff, right? I mean, those are things you can argue and say, look, this is a biased witness. She hates me, and she's got a lot of reasons to exaggerate or to just flat out make this up. So there was some good stuff for them too. But again, this is an emotional witness, not so much a factual one.
Did they need to call her, or do you feel like they called her because they wanted to embarrass Trump?
I think they called her because I think they kind of felt like they had to call her. Their argument would be, well, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this is what he was trying to cover up and keep from the American people. That's their argument. Again, and Trump at one point in all this, they moved for a mistrial. That happens. I mean, there are cases where the lawyer will move for a mistrial 15, 30 times in a case. They didn't get that, and I don't think they expected to get that. But yeah, I mean, this is a witness it's a little gratuitous. It is definitely the ratings are slumping, so let's juice this whole thing up a little bit.
Jeremy Rosenthal, founder of TexasDefenseFirm.com. Jeremy, you're terrific. Thanks for coming on. We'll talk to you again.
Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.